Hey folks, this is Todd from 6005 Entertainment, and I'm here today to talk about the Scale Trains Thrall 48-foot steel coil car. I know there's been a lot of kind of disappointment online about the walkways popping up, but I mean, it happens. I've had tangent cars do the same. I've had Athearn cars do the same. I just fix it, because once the metal and plastic contract or expand at different rates, all you have left to do is to fix it. So what I'm here to do today is maybe help alleviate that problem. Okay, what I got here, I got a car that I've already popped the walkway off, which is very simple because CA and metal parts, they don't bond together very well. So basically all I did was taking the chisel blade on my X-Acto and just started popping it off at each one of these angles or walkway supports. But if you take a look at a prototype picture, you'll notice that the walkways are separate pieces. The end walkway is all one piece, or both end walkways, and all of these walkways are all one piece. But as a manufacturer, it would be a manufacturing nightmare to have 20 walkways to glue onto this thing, so you got to understand why they did it all one piece. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a cut here and here and here and here. And then we will have 4 separate walkways. And then what we'll also do is bend one of these tabs out right here and right here, and cut it off. We're going to leave one end on, that way it has room to move if need be. Once the walkway supports are popped loose, there's these 4 tabs that go down in the corner supports. They may take a little prying to come loose, but they'll eventually come loose. So let's get started. If you don't have a pair of Xeron photo etch shears, get a pair because they're handy. Not only can you cut this, you can cut brass, and you can cut brass wire or phosphorus bronze wire, whatever. So what you'll do is just take your photo etch shears, line it up at that gap, pop, pop, just like that. If you look at this picture, you'll see that there are gaps already etched between the end walkways and the main walkways that run down the sides of the car. Now we have 4 separate walkways. So what we're going to do now, a little tab, bend it out like so, and then cut it off, just like that. Take this, take the tweezers, and another thing on the prototype is the brake linkage cutout is square, not round. So we're going to notch it out as well. Yeah, it does bend up a little bit. All you got to do is give her a nice little tweak. She's straightened out. Little piece of etch. Trash can under here, by the way. Anyway, now time to scrape all the glue off and black paint from here and maybe hit some of these walkway supports here. Maybe scrape them off as well. So, go back to our chisel. I'm left-handed. I'm doing this just to show you guys. Start scraping off, just like that. All right, all four done. Now is another thing that was people were aggravated with were the load divider tracks. If you'll notice, they all popped up as well. You can hear my dog clomping around in the background. He's curious as to what I'm doing. So I've already popped 3 of them out. So I just take this little thing that I found. I forgot where. It's come in handy. I use it as a punch and all. Just kind of, you can use a chisel blade or whatever. Put this in here like that. Run her down. Look at that. Just pops right out. So, and what I do to these is trim just the very, 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 very tip off or end. That way it gives it a little room to expand. Here's a picture of the trimmed load divider track. When I say trim the very end, I mean trim the very end. So, I've modified all these. And be aware that these have 2 different sides. There's a rough side, which kind of feels like a cat's tongue, I guess, and a smooth side. The rough side goes back down into the track that it came out of. So, get my canopy glue. What canopy glue does, it dries kind of rubbery, but not real rubbery, but it will also let these parts move if need be. Even with the walkways, I'll glue these back in and the walkways in, both with the canopy glue. There we go. Dab me a little bit of canopy glue. Get my little gluer. It's an old X-Acto pin vise with the little metal glue dabber that comes in Tester's liquid cement. So, take this. I'm only going to put glue in like 5 or 6 spots. Do it at the end. And this canopy glue, yes, it's white, but once it dries, that's the reason why it's called canopy glue. It dries clear. End of notes, good time to get out one of your load dividers if you're going to use such things. Me, probably won't, because I'm model 95 to 98, Illinois Central, by the way. And by that time, or at that time, most of the time the hoods were on, so I'm going to have the hoods on all the time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, glue the other side. A little bit much on this end here. Dab that on. Grab another load divider track. Get put in. Now the purpose of the load divider is to put it in and kind of halfway eyeball if your load divider, or if your load divider tracks are square with each other. Right there. Hey, not bad. A little tweak there. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, we got all our load divider tracks put in, so now it's time to move on to the walkways. So how I do these, remember our one little tab we leave? We're going to go ahead, insert it in the one end, like that, and kind of slide walkway into place. But then I just kind of take and pop the walkway up a little bit. We take our canopy glue. And start putting some canopy glue in on top of these big walkway supports. I call them angle because that's what it represents, is angle iron. Don't worry about the blobs on the ends. Once it dries, this stuff cleans right up. That's kind of the beauty of it. And you're probably like, well, why didn't they use it from the factory? Well, probably because it takes a little longer to dry. So, tweezers, I'll lay down real nice, Clark. There we go. Just kind of squeeze that down. And you kind of want to stay up just a bit. So what I'll do is dab me a little bit under here. Okay, now we got most of the walkways. Got 3 of the walkways on anyway. Now we're going to put the B end on. We'll glue there. We'll glue here. Then I take and run just a little bit here. Maybe kind of help the edge just a hair. There you have it, folks. Straight walkways. I hope you found this video helpful in straightening your walkways on your ST coil cars. So, thanks for watching.